French Polynesia was easily one of the most stunning places I've ever traveled. We were fortunate enough to stay at one of the best resorts on the island of Moorea, the Hilton Moorea Lagoon Resort and Spa, and this is an honest review. Side note, if you're wondering which island to visit in French Polynesia, check out our video that I'll link above. Now what's up everybody, it's Nick from Who Dat Travel. What do I mean by an honest review? Well, my family paid for this. We weren't hosted, we did not get anything from Hilton. These are my honest feelings and rankings. And if you like this type of thing, please hit the like button. It really does help spread out the video to a larger audience within YouTube. And of course, hit the subscribe button to catch all of our videos. Here we go. Let's start with the location. Now, if you're watching this video, you know that we are talking about Moorea, which is in French Polynesia, which is actually in the same time zone as Hawaii, which is just a little bit longer to get to from the US than, well, Hawaii, but it is worth it, let me tell you. But let's go into the location. My ranking for this is a 5 out of 5. Between the dramatic mountains, the stunning sunsets, and the magnificent blue water that stretches as far as the eye can see, the Hilton Moorea has one of, if not the best, locations in Moorea. Due to its spectacular locations, you will see sunrises and sunsets each day from the overwater bungalow. The hotel is located about 30 minutes from the port, and that will cost you about $40 to $50 each way for a private transfer, or about $30 for a shared transfer. Now, Hilton does offer a few transfer options that will cost about the same as hiring the transfer yourself. Due to the fact that the property has been open for many years, there hasn't been any construction over the water, which has allowed a lot of the coral and sea life to flourish around the hotel. There is so much to see right underneath the overwater bungalows and around the resort, which includes moray eels, fish, sharks, and also rays. A main draw is in the evening at the hotel's crepe restaurant. Black-tip sharks come to have a little dinner themselves. It's truly something to go and watch every night. A lot of tours in Moorea leave directly from the hotel's dock, which also make it a really convenient jumping off point to the island. Let's move on to the lobby and check-in experience, which I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. We arrived to the property just about 3 o'clock and we were able to check into our overwater bungalow very promptly. The service at the front desk was excellent and the front desk agent was extremely kind and patient, including my little man's meltdown. They actually gave him a little turtle with Moorea, Tahiti, and Bora Boar on it, and he still cherishes it to this day. But I digress. Since I'm a Diamond member, there actually is a dedicated person for the Gold and the Diamond members, so we were able to be served fairly promptly. We were also served pineapple juice in little plastic cups, and the agent was pretty apologetic that we had plastic cups. But the agent did also go through a very detailed explanation of the hotel's amenities, facilities, and tips for where to go and what to do. So shortly after we checked in, we were given a walking tour and proceeded out to our overwater bungalow to enjoy the first part of our stay. Let's move on to the rooms, which I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. Now, the Hilton Moorea offers a few different types of rooms on property. First, the garden rooms with pool, partial overwater bungalows, which face out into the lagoon, and overwater villas. The garden rooms with pools will be the most private, but will not offer any exterior views. A lot of people, like ourselves, do split their stays between the garden rooms with pools and the overwater bungalows. Now, I have heard from others, if you go this route, be sure to book the overwater for the second half of your trip. Well, personally, we couldn't do that, so we ended up with our overwater first. And really, we didn't have a problem with this because each room type really does have its charm. Now, we were in an overwater bungalow with direct access to the beautiful lagoon for the first 3 nights of our stay. The room sits at about 650 square feet and features a king-size bed, a sitting area, a mini bar, large bathroom with separate tub, and an outdoor patio with a swim platform. The only truly private overwater bungalow will be the end caps or panoramic bungalows, which we had, and really, it's not that private. The room is slightly dated with large, heavy furniture inside that actually supposed to be outdoor furniture. However, if you've traveled to island archipelagos, you will see this type of furniture used a lot because salt and humidity kills everything. So I understand why this is used, and I really don't mind it. The outdoor furniture no longer has cushions, making it not as comfortable to lounge for a longer period of time. That's the stuff on the balcony, by the way. That being said, the room is very spacious, and the complimentary minibar is stocked daily with beer, water, and soft drinks. There is a Nespresso-esque machine that makes excellent coffee, and pods are refilled daily. Well, I guess it does. I don't drink coffee, but the wife does. That being said, the bathroom has a wonderful oversized rain shower, standalone clawfoot tub, and Crabtree and Evelyn products. There is a pass-through from the bathroom to the bedroom, but if you want to, you can close a roller blind that gives you some privacy into the bathroom. The access to the lagoon is excellent, and most guests we saw spent their day lounging on their swim platforms and snorkeling around the lagoon. Well, as did we. The service at the Hilton, honestly, I have to give a 5 out of 5. Overall, the staff at the Hilton was incredibly kind, authentic, and really hospitable. The staff did everything they could to make sure that we and our son was comfortable throughout our stay. Any issues that we had were really quickly met with a solution. We also did receive a bottle of sparkling wine and some macaroons in our room due to my Hilton Diamond status. We felt that this was a nice touch and made even better when we made mimosas in the morning with the pineapple juice that was canned just a mile away that was complimentary in the minibar. Turn-down service is being offered again. We did find that the service was a little bit early for our liking. We generally were in the middle of nap time when the staff came by. Not a giant issue, but just something to note if you or your family is planning on napping in the middle of the day. Finally, they did offer a complimentary continental breakfast for the early arrivals. On the day they had people checking in extremely early, they had set up a nice table of breakfast items outside of the restaurant. It was a nice gesture for those arriving just a little bit before check-in time. Let's move on to dining, which I'm going to give a 4 out of 5 to. Overall, we really did enjoy the dining options that we had at the Hilton, especially when we ordered the local dishes such as poussin cru. Think of it as like a ceviche. Also, the grilled fish was awesome. There really weren't a ton of traditional local dishes available, so that was a downfall for us. The bonus for us, though, is including breakfast, kids under 12 ate free, so little man was free. And when I say that, they actually gave him a full-size meal every time that we ordered for him. On another note, just because you're at the Hilton doesn't mean that you only have to eat there. There are actually a lot of other restaurants surrounding within walking distance. But let's talk about the dining options that are at the Hilton. First, you have the Unveiling. I'm sorry if I just absolutely demolish these names, but I'm going to try my best. So that's the breakfast restaurant on the property. Hilton Gold and Diamond members do receive complimentary continental breakfasts. However, this only includes the cold parts of the buffet, which includes things like fruit, yogurt, cereal, baked goods, fruit juice, and a small selection of meats and cheeses. If you would like to add on any of the hot options, that is about $8 per person per day, which that does add on a full spread of eggs, American dishes like pancakes, waffles, French toast, and also some Asian options like ramen and fried fish. They do have some gluten-free baked goods as well as a good selection of fruits and juices. I did try the warm add-on one day, and really for me, I found that it just wasn't worth the additional price, which is super surprising to me since I am someone that really enjoys eggs and bacon almost on a daily basis. I just found that the offerings weren't tasty enough to justify the add-on. Next up, there is Toatea Bar and Grill, which is located on the waterfront. We did try the bar and grill a few times when we were at Hilton, and we really did enjoy the local dishes that they did have. You can order from the Toatea menu or the Unveiling menu as well. The poussin cru was honestly very good, and the prices are in line with the rest of the island. When you hear that is everything is expensive. Beer and wine is between $6 and $9 a glass, which we felt was more than acceptable. We didn't try any of the international cuisine, but we did choose to stick to the Polynesian cuisine, which we had heard is significantly better, and we are really glad that we did stick with it. Lastly, we have the Toatea Bar and Creperie. Now, the Creperie was definitely one of our favorite places on the property, not only because the food was good, but the atmosphere was really exciting. Now, there are sharks that come in at night and feed on the small fish and surround the restaurant due to the lights and, well, occasionally food that gets tossed into the water. Okay, we went almost on a nightly basis and would feed the fish and also the sharks. Now, definitely bring your appetite. The crepes were much larger than we expected them to be, and even the kids' crepes were huge. And also, he not only got a regular crepe, but a dessert crepe, which was included free with his kids' meal. Now, the Hilton does have a happy hour at the bar from 5 to 6 every day, and they do offer a 50% off deal, which is a great deal for cocktail drinkers, and most cocktails were between $20 and $30 on a normal price. One oddity we experienced is that at all of the restaurants, water is by the bottle only, which means this is an extra $4 to $6 per bottle of water. Now, we were able to bring the water that was supplied in our room daily, and no one ever said a word about it, but you do have to remember to bring that water from your room. Overall, the food was very good, and the restaurants were priced within the range of every other restaurant that we went to while we were on Moorea. Let's talk about the facilities, which I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. Now, the property does have complimentary snorkels, paddleboards, and kayaks for the guests, and you can pick those up at the beginning of your trip and drop them off at the end, which is particularly nice when you are staying in an overwater bungalow and can just jump straight off your deck right into the water. Now, the on-site scuba center seems to have closed, which I'm kind of sad about. However, the concierge were more than happy to set up a dive for me with a local dive center. Jet skis can be rented by the nearby pier, and we did see a lot of guests exploring the lagoon via jet skis at, well, rather high rates of speed. Many of the tours on Moorea depart from the dock at the Hilton, making the Hilton a very convenient spot to explore the island from. There is a spa on the property, which I did go for an 80-minute massage, and the wife went for a facial. To be honest, I felt a little gypped that I was so relaxed about 50 minutes of the massage that I fell asleep and don't remember the rest of it. There is a very sizable fitness center for the Hilton Moorea. Some hotels like the Sofitel, they don't actually offer a fitness center, so it is a nice touch. It is, however, located across the street from the property next to the tennis courts. Yes, that means they also have tennis courts. Finally, there are 2 shops on property. There is a casual shop with swimwear, sunscreen, and clothing, as well as a Robert Wan shop that sells high-end pearls and jewelry. There are not a lot of shops within walking distance of the hotel, so we did buy some of the items at the hotel and found the prices to be pretty reasonable. And one thing I forgot to say, the pool was really quite beautiful. Lots of room, very large area, so you can have multiple families in that pool and be absolutely fine. All right, overall, what do I rate this? Well, I'm going to have to give it, well, a 4. Is the Hilton Moorea the best 5-star luxury hotel in the world? No. Is it the best on Moorea? Well, that's a strong maybe. I don't have the experience of the other resorts on the island, but I can say that we had a wonderful stay at the Hilton Moorea, and I would definitely go there again. To be honest, my little guy still asks me if we're going back to Tahiti. Yeah, that's how he says it. Some may say that things need to be upgraded or for an overhaul, but really, I saw the Hilton team members working on most of the resort to freshen it all up. Overall, we loved the location, the staff, the lagoon, and the incredible scenery. It was incredible to go to Moorea, and really, this was a wonderful resort to bring our family to. Overall, there were plenty of activities for us to fill our days with and our nights with. The people of Moorea, the landscape, and the lagoons are truly awe-inspiring. I hope this video helped you to know what to expect so you may manage your expectations. If it did, please give it a huge thumbs up. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my videos. And with that being said, I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks, everybody.